Hey everybody, I am here with Tony Quinn. Tony Quinn is a successful citizen on planet Shibboleth. Tony is now in phase 2 of Shibboleth. Tony, how are you doing today?
I'm doing better than I deserve.
Yeah, me too, brother, me too. I've got a few questions for you, and again, you've agreed to do this because you know this will be a blessing to other people out there hurting. So let's get started. How did you feel before you lost all of that weight that you've lost, Tony?
I was completely depressed. I was deprived. I was oppressed. I felt like I didn't have a voice in the world. I felt like I was deaf. I felt like I was mute. I felt out of control. I felt a lot of pain, a lot of hurt. I didn't know where to get answers from. I knew that I was sick. I didn't know to what extent I was sick. I was hurting mentally. I was hurting physically. There are certain things that we do on a regular basis that I could not do without almost gasping for air. And I'm talking about walking up a couple of flights of steps or even up the driveway and things like that. It was the worst shape that I'd ever been in my life, and it was all from like life was just like it wasn't worth living.
Wow. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are watching this. Your story and how you were feeling before you lost the weight is certainly resonating with them right now. So what led you to Planet Shibboleth, Tony?
In 2007, 2008, I had back surgery. I went through a divorce, unfortunately. I hate that happened, but it did. There were no winners there for sure. But I put on some weight. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was an uncomfortable amount. I love my sister, and God bless her. She seen her in a year when I lived in Richmond, Virginia, and I came home, and she had lost 100 pounds, and she had kept it off. And I thought, wow, you know, if my sister can be successful on a plan and keep it off that long, I think I can do it too. And online, and began to search for you, and I found you, and bought the new program. And whenever I bought the new program, we at the same time we became Shibboleth, and that in and of itself was my answer. It's changed my life forever. I have lost from May the 17th. Someone took a picture of me. I saw that picture and I was horrified. I even asked them. I thank them now. My buddy Rob, he's a wonderful friend of mine. I thanked him for taking the picture because it was the catalyst that started the comeback in my heart. And I thank him for that now. I thank him for not posting it on Facebook. I was very ashamed of that, and it struck a chord in my heart that for me to be so ashamed to not put my face up on, you know, a place that I'm so candid and transparent about my life. It really bothered me. So, but anyway, from the time that I had started the Shibboleth until I set out for my goal on July the 31st, I was 5.6 pounds shy of reaching 50 in that short amount of time. And I'm talking 50 pounds of fat, you know, because we don't focus on muscle weight, we talk about fat weight, and it's a completely different journey as to how to get there. But anyway, I gave myself another 2 weeks to meet my goal because I didn't reach it, and I'm human and I failed, but it's okay. Gave myself 2 more weeks to do that, and on August the 15th I was well over the 50 and close to the 60 pound mark, and so in all, as of today, I've lost over 60 pounds, maybe 62 or 64 depending on, you know, if I'm wearing my boots or not. So
wow. And Tony, you also made reference to the old program versus the new, and one of the things we did in the new program is increase the amount of variety, but the biggest differentiator was this is a Christ-centered program. How has the Holy Spirit helped you achieve your goal?
You know, I need to be grounded in life, and faith, faith in the weight loss and lifestyle change. It is no different than let's take for example like Alcoholics Awareness. You know, if you have a friend or if you have a family member or you know someone who's ever been successful at overcoming addiction to alcohol, if you speak to them, you'll know that they did a 12-step program. The 12-step program with that addiction is a faith-based program. Is it church? No, it's not church. Are we a church? I don't know. We may be. We might not be. It's sugar and fat foods. The reason that I believe that is because it's legal, it's on every street corner, and it's 99 cents.
Yeah.
It's cheap, it's legal, and it is so good, and it is so self-medicating, and it feels good. Until you recognize that and you have a program that is sustainable and a program that you can be successful on, you're not going to be doing anything except taking part in another diet and still on that vicious roller coaster, going up and down your whole life. And to me, this was the answer that I was trying to find.
Well said. Tony, you've lost more than 60 pounds of fat. You look incredible. How do you feel now that you've lost?
Change of why. It could be a pleasurable why, like you want to fit into a ride at Six Flags with a grandson or a son or a niece or nephew. You know, it could be any reason, but you owe it to yourself to live a life of being confident, have self-esteem, and being healthy.